If you know what a calorie is and roughly how many you should be eating, congratulations. You're ahead of most people. Calories in, calories out is real. It's not wrong. But it is the most basic layer of understanding how nutrition works, and it only tells part of the story. Today, I want to take you to the next layer, and then the one after that, because once you understand how your body actually processes food, not just how much of it you eat, everything changes. You've probably tried calorie counting. Maybe it worked for a while. Maybe you lost some weight and then stored. You're not doing it wrong, you're just working with incomplete information. There is more to know, and once you know it, the whole thing starts to make a lot more sense. Here's a question. If two meals have exactly the same number of calories, say 400 calories of white rice versus 400 calories of chicken and roasted vegetables, why do they produce different results in the body? The calories are the same, but the blood sugar response is completely different. The rice spikes the blood sugar rapidly. Insulin rises to manage it. The glucose gets processed, some goes to energy, the excess gets stored as fat. Then blood sugar drops, and you're hungry again within 2 hours. The chicken and vegetables digest slowly. Blood sugar rises gently and stays stable, and therefore insulin stays low. The body stays in a state where it can access its own fat stores for energy. 2 hours later, you're not hungry. Same calories, completely different hormonal response, and a completely different result. This is why calorie counting alone is incomplete. The type of food determines what your hormones do, and what your hormones do determine whether you're burning fat or storing it. Layer 2. Insulin. Insulin is a storage hormone. Its job is to manage blood sugar and to take the glucose from the food you eat and either deliver it to your cells for energy or store the excess as fat. The body does not access its fat stores when insulin is elevated. There is glucose available, so it uses that instead. You can be in a calorie deficit and still not lose body fat if your insulin is chronically high. The deficit creates the intention. The insulin determines whether the body can act on it. Keeping it low is the lever by removing the food to spike it, refined sugar, processed carbohydrates, anything that converts rapidly to glucose in the bloodstream. Layer 3. Ketosis. When the body does not have enough glucose to run on, because intake is low and stores are depleted, it switches to an alternative fuel source. It starts converting fat into molecules called ketones and using those for energy instead. That state is called ketosis, and it's not a diet. It is a completely natural physiological state that the human body has always been able to enter. It just rarely gets the chance to in a modern diet where glucose is always available. In ketosis, the body is running on its own fat stores. Hunger drops significantly because there's no glucose spike and crash signal driving the hunger signal. Energy becomes steady because the fuel supply, your body fat, is consistent and abundant. It can take 3 to 5 days for most people to get into a meaningful ketogenic state for the first time. The first few days are the hardest. After that, it maintains itself as long as the conditions stay correct. So, calories in, calories out is layer 1, the foundation. It's still valid. This type of food determines the hormonal response, not just the calorie count. Insulin, layer 2, the storage switch. Keep it low and the body can access fat stores. Keep it elevated and it cannot. Ketosis, layer 3. The fat burning state the body enters when glucose is consistently low. Natural, sustainable, completely different from anything most diets have asked you to do. You now understand more about how your body actually works than most people who've been dieting for years. The next step is putting it into practice. Everything on the program is built around these 4 layers, and it's all free at notimetocook.food.